Let's get things started. Ready? Go!
Hello and welcome to Bounding Into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding Into Comics. Today I got a story about comedian Ricky Gervais mocking the 94th Annual Academy Awards, or otherwise known as the Oscars, while also sharing how he would have opened the show if he were hosting. Gervais also took shots at Will Smith slapping Chris Rock during the ceremony. Gervais responded to a tweet from user Clark1995 Clark that shared Gervais' opening monologue from the 2020 Golden Globes. The user wrote, "Retweet if you wish Ricky Gervais was hosting the Oscars tonight." Gervais responded by revealing how he would open the show if he was hosting. This is what he tweeted. He said, "I'd start with hello. I hope this show helps cheer up the ordinary people watching at home. If you're unemployed, for example, take some comfort in the fact that even if you had a job, your salary probably wouldn't be as much as the goodie bag all the actors have just been given." In a follow-up tweet, Gervais wrote, "I'm proud to announce that this is the most diverse and progressive Oscars ever. Looking out, I see people from all walks of life, every demographic under the sun, except poor people. Obviously, F them." I did think I saw a headline saying that the goodie bags were like worth $100,000, something ridiculous like that. So he's pretty much spot on. It's not even a joke that he's really making. He's just pointing out a fact. Commentary, and the way he's delivering it, I guess, is somewhat funny, because if you actually read what he's saying, it's not really a joke at all. There isn't a punchline. It's a fact, and that fact and the way he delivers it is what makes it funny. Gervais would then go on to reveal what he would finish his speech with, revealing it would be, quote, "my career." And then he was also asked by another Twitter user, "Can you do more of these tweets during the Oscars?" And he just said, "I'll be asleep," indicating he's clearly not going to watch them, because who really was watching the Oscars in the first place until the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock happened? I don't think anyone was. I certainly wasn't. I couldn't care less. Along with mocking the Oscars, the organizers and the attendees, Gervais also retweeted an old clip from his sitcom The Office. He played a character named David Brent in that show. This is the UK version of The Office. And he retweeted it from a Twitter account called David Brent Music. It's unclear to me whether or not Gervais runs that account, but I think it's safe to assume that he either does or he knows the person who does, or they're probably like his employee or something. So in the clip, Gervais' character says, particularly for his wife, so she's got alopecia, so not a happy home life. Clearly a knock at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and the whole him going up there to slap Chris Rock over the G.I. Jane joke. If you haven't seen the clip and you want to see it, we got an article up on the website. You can check it out there. I'm not going to share it in this video because who knows what kind of strike will happen from a British television show. We did get some more commentary from this David Brent Music account, specifically on Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. And if you haven't seen it already, Chris Rock joked, "Jada, I love you, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it." And then Rock added, "That was a nice one," and then like seemingly implying that the joke was tame and he could have easily been more insulting. And then following the joke, Smith walked up on stage and slapped him in the face. And then after slapping him, he turned around and walked back to his seat, which I just find really interesting. Usually, if you're going to go like start some physical violence, usually you keep attacking the person. You don't usually just hit them once and walk away. That's really weird to me. But anyways, after being slapped, Rock replied, "Oh, wow, wow. Will Smith just smacked the crap out of me." And then Smith started yelling at Chris Rock from his seat after he got back, and he said, "Leave my wife's name out of your effing mouth." And Rock says, "Wow, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke." To which Smith then said, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth." And then Chris Rock says, "I'm going to, okay." And then he says, "That was the greatest night in the history of television." And then he tried to return to the programming for the Oscars. So the David Brent Music account made fun of this whole encounter, saying, he tweeted this, "Chris Rock, I don't do jokes about personal health issues. Gareth, yeah you do. Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss." So kind of making fun of Chris Rock there. And then another one, there are a bunch of kind of little short videos or GIFs of clips from the UK version of The Office of David Brent, just kind of doing these like facial reactions that are like kind of like on point. One was Will Smith's reaction to Chris Rock's joke, and it's Gervais kind of like laughing and then realizing what was said and then getting like super serious. Very similar to how Will Smith reacted. Another parodied how the Academy more than likely reacted to Chris Rock's joke. It reads, Chris Rock, G.I. Jane was a great movie though. The Academy, G.I. Jane was not the target of the joke. The target was a woman who is suffering from hair loss. Chris Rock, next time I won't mention the movie. The Academy, no, don't make jokes about people's personal problems. Basically saying don't make jokes at all, because that's really what humor is all about, right? It's usually making fun of our own problems, whether that's targeted at a certain person. One can argue that that is mean-spirited, but usually we find humor in suffering a lot of times. So it is kind of making fun of our own personal problems. And a lot of times those problems are held by many other people, so they're kind of like universal problems almost. And then another tweet says, it's just another video tweet where it parodies Will Smith meeting Chris Rock after the Oscars, and like they're all having fun, and then David Brent like shows up and like kind of just like starts yelling at this other guy, like being kind of a stand-in for Chris Rock. So that was kind of Ricky Gervais' reaction to the Oscars and Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Some of it was pretty funny. Let me know what you think. What do you make of Ricky Gervais opening his idea for an opening monologue at the Oscars, and then him kind of giving this commentary on Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding Into Comics.